All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and call Allah YAHAWAH Seminole. This is Rayabya on God. ZEALOTS Israel camp, and I want to address, this article or video that I found 2 weeks ago. And in the title, and this is off of CBS News, their YouTube platform, it says world animal population has declined 70% in 50 years, report says. Right? And obviously, when you look at the bottom, when you look at the description, it says a new report from the World Wildlife Fund says that the world needs to overhaul the way we get food to save the planet. They also revealed startling data about Earth's animal population. And, when you think of things like this, all you can just say, bro, is that the so-called white man, Caucasian man, who is Esau, is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Because here it is. You're talking about the world. You're talking about we all have to overhaul. Look, this devil is the reason why these animals are dying on this planet. He's the reason why this planet is in a degraded, dilapidated, destructive place. It has been, is a destructive place right now. All right. He's the reason why these animals, these creatures are dying right now. And yet he wants to always include everyone else into his folly and his madness, man. If I'm going down, you all go down, basically. Now, look, this is all the work of the enemy. So, and I still shot this photo of this. I forget which bird this is. It's not a Tucson. It's forgot what you call it. But it's these beautiful animals that are on this planet, these creatures, man. Like this earth needs these creatures. We need these creatures, and that's the reason why YAHAWASH has come back. Otherwise, there shall be no more flesh to save. All right. And I'll bring that scripture out in this video, but let me go ahead and play this.
A new report from the World Wildlife Fund says that we may need to overhaul the way that we get food in order to save the planet. Ian Lee has more on their findings.
We. No, how about it's you? You're the ones in rulership. Esau is the one in rulership. All right? This devil is the one in rulership. But see, let me continue on.
From the savannah to the sea, the world's wildlife is under threat. Everything from big game animals and birds to our favorite fish have had their populations decline nearly 70% in the past 50 years. The World Wildlife Fund released the report.
When we see this decline in wildlife, that we're really seeing an indicator of decline in the overall planet that we call home.
The organization monitored nearly 21,000 different species. It says the destruction of habitats, like rainforests, is one of the biggest culprits.
How we grow food around the world is the biggest driver of decline for terrestrial species that live in forests or grasslands.
Agriculture is to blame for up to 80% of the global deforestation. To help stop the trend, experts say we only need to look as far as our kitchen.
There are clearly decisions that each of us can make in terms of what we eat, what we buy, how we use energy.
Oh, gee, I wonder who's the one that's creating these damn these manufactured non-organic, environmental threatening agricultural practices. I wonder who's doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder, even if they're not Caucasians, even if they're not Esau, who are they getting this ideology from? Agriculture is a beautiful thing, but when you overdo it and don't give the land a Sabbath in every 7 years, like you're supposed to in the scriptures, and let it regenerate and reformate itself, then guess what? This is the product. This is what is produced, which is death, and the declining of the population of these animals, these creatures. All right. Now let me play the rest of this now, and I'll bring out the scriptures.
Choices that we make that do ripple through the system.
By living a more sustainable life, we can preserve our natural wonders and the animals that live there for future generations.
No. That's where I'll stop right there. No, the only way that these creatures and this planet can be saved is for YAHAWASH to return. All right, I'm going to go through these scriptures real quick because this caught my attention 2 weeks ago and I had it on deck. So let's go ahead and go into the scripture, shall we? First and foremost, let me go to Proverbs 29:2. Oh no. Let's go ahead and go to this. Job 9:24. Okay. Job 9:24. Let's deal with it. So the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, and it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the earth, the whole wide earth that we live on right now, is given into the hand of the wicked. And who is the wicked today? Malachi, the first chapter, 4th verse. All right. Esau is the wicked. Okay. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right. So this so-called white man, this Edomite, he's the one that runs this earth. He's the one that controls the banking system. He, you know what I'm saying, with the elites, you know, the Roman Catholic Church, Jesuits, the Rosicrucians, Masons. Okay. They're the ones that control, you know, the society. Okay. And these devils are the ones that form these particular factions throughout the earth. All right. They're the ones that control the CIA. They control everything, man. All right. They control the food source. They control the government on the highest levels. They even control these other nations' functionalities of their governments, man. So, and just to prove that, let's go ahead and go to Malachi. Been a long time since I brought this out. All right. So I'm going to skip down to the point because it talks about Jacob, how have the Most High love, and Esau, whom the Lord has hated. All right. So Malachi 1:4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build and I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So we know that Esau is the border of wickedness. He is the epitome of all evil and wickedness that is done in the earth. And he, in the scriptures in Job, who was speaking prophetically because he was in the land of Edom at the time, said it clearly. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who was the epitome of all wickedness? Esau. And guess what? Esau is ruling today. He's the one ruling today. So let's go. So these animals are in tune with the earth. All these animals, even to the critters that you don't like, to the animals that you're afraid of. All right. And the creatures that you don't see. They all have spirits. The earth has a spirit. All right. And they're all connected to the earth, and they all have their functionalities and jobs and attributes that they do and things that they accomplish and that they were formed to do. Okay. But the earth is out of course. All right. So along with that, with the indulgement of agriculture, the overindulgement of, like, you read damn art, you not read, but you listen to that video I just played. This video I just played. They're talking about, we gotta, because of food shortages, we gotta watch how we eat and how we spend all this other stuff. But really, it's really you. You're the ones destroying everything. Okay, this is the reason why these animals are suffering. That's why their population is going down. All right. So let's go ahead and get Proverbs 28 and 29 and 2. Slakia. Proverbs 29 and 2. So the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And guess what? This also inclines with the creatures too. Because the animals are going to rejoice when this man's up out of rulership. These creatures are suffering badly, man. Hell, man. The black man think he's the only one in slavery. Look, black man, Hispanic, Native American man, and then you got these creatures on this planet. They're in hell too. They're in slavery too. You know what I'm saying? They feel the exact same way. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, and I'm not trying to rant or be long-winded, but when you deal with these creatures, they're suffering oppression too, because they're living in a habitat or an earth that is being polluted. All right. So let's deal with that. Let's continue on with these scriptures. All right. Actually, let's get Proverbs. Was it Proverbs? Let's see. Where is that at? Proverbs, the 10th chapter. 5th verse. I think it's Proverbs 11. It might be 11 and 5. Because a wicked person, what will he do? He'll oh no, it's 12. Let's see where this scripture's at. Because a wicked person will okay, right here. Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked, Esau, you know what I'm saying? You know, as it relates to in this topic, are cruel. Okay? The tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. You know what I'm saying? And these creatures know that. The animals know who the devil is, bro. All right. So let's go ahead and go to Job. Let's go ahead and go to Job, the 12th chapter. Job, chapter 12, verse. I'm going to start at verse 6. The tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke God are secure. And this speaking of Esau, into whose hand God bringeth abundantly. Verse 7. But ask now the beasts, they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fish of the sea shall declare unto thee. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord hath wrought this, and whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. So the Lord has allowed this devil a time and a season to rule and to mess up everything that's on this planet and destroy everything. That's what has been done. And that's why these creatures are suffering right now. And that's why it says, ask the birds, ask the sea creatures, ask the birds, ask the land animals, the sea animals, the insects. And they'll teach you, they'll tell you, this man is the devil. We ask this creature right here. You know what I'm saying? If he was able to speak his language, they'd tell you that the damn white man is the damn devil the Bible speaks of, man. I mean, we're reading it out of the scriptures, and we can clearly see that they would be saying this right now if they were able to speak man's language. All right. So let me get a couple more scriptures. Let me go ahead and grab Isaiah 24. The book of Isaiah, chapter 24. In verse 3, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And that's Esau, the so-called white man, who is destroying the earth right now, man. The earth is also defiled under the inhabitants. Let me read that again. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. All right, so dealing with that, man, that's Esau, man. You know, he's destroyed our people. You know, our people is no longer in rulership. And ever since he got in control in the rulership, man, this earth has been fading away, been languishing, been destroyed. All this modernization, this modern technology, this industrialism, colonization of people, and, you know, separating people from their true cultures and heritage, you know, the destruction of the earth. I mean, this earth is languishing right now, man. So let's go ahead and go to Isaiah, the 24th chapter, or the 14th chapter. And I believe this is the 7th verse. And this is speaking of the man, the person that rules Babylon, which is Esau. Isaiah 14:4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, say, how have the oppressors ceased? The golden cities ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the rulers. And this is what's coming. The ultimate end of these Edomite, so-called white people, all right, these devils, these Edomites, all right, there's the Caucasian man, their power is going to be taken up out of this. The rulership and the power is going to be taken up out of this earth. And what comes of that? Relief. All right. So let me go ahead and skip down to verse 7. Actually, verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest. So that's speaking of the inhabitants of the earth itself, and the animals and creatures and these beasts of various kinds that are amongst the earth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. All right. So, yeah, that's what's going to come. And who's going to bring that ultimate salvation? Who the world calls Christ, YAHAWASH. So, with that being said, let's get Matthew, the 24th chapter. And I'm going to close on this. Matthew 24. Okay. So Matthew 24 and 22, and we're living in the time of these other days being shortened. That's why time is accelerating at an alarming rate. All right. So Matthew 24 and 22, and except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So if the time was not shortened up for Yahawa's return, there would be no flesh to save. The earth would be destroyed. Space will be destroyed. All life on this earth will be destroyed. All this, that, and the third, man. Okay. So I'm going to read that again. Matthew 24 and 20, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the days are going to be shortened for the elect's sake. All right, for the elect of the nation of Israel, which it tells is going to save the whole entire earth, man. You know, and then these animals, these creatures, they won't have to worry about 70% of their population being extinguished in less than half a century, man. That's why this devil needs to go, man. Everybody's tired of this damn evil damn Edomite rulership, man. This man, the goddamn demon, man. Okay, even these animals is tired of it, man. All right. So with that said, I want to say call HALAL, YAHAWAH, Simeon. Hopefully you brothers and sisters was edified by this lesson, this news article. And, we're almost out of here, brothers and sisters. Just prepare for what's to come. All right, so I want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Shem Shai, much love to the priests, prophets, elders in this truth, and sincere brothers and sisters in this truth. With that said, Kwame Asha Allah and Shalom.